Okay, next I have the digital oscilloscope here, which functions in much the same way. If I plug this in, you can see the waveform is there. I have similar controls. I have the ability to adjust the scale or the amplitude, and I have the ability to adjust the horizontal scale, which is time per divisions. Now, if you look here, you can see it says 1 volt per division here. If I change the scale, now it's 500 millivolts per division. If I go the other way, I can set it to 2 volts per division. And again, that's the large square on the grid. So if I go from the center up, that would be 1. Looks like about 0.8 there, so that would be 1.8 from the center up. Now, this also has the ability to change the time per division and so forth. All the controls that are on the analog scope are available here. And so you can see that there is the possibility for adjusting the triggering. There's a trigger level control right here. You can adjust the position. There's 2 channels here, channel 1 and channel 2. You can do all kinds of things with this, though, that you can't do with the analog scope. Because it's digital, that means the information here can be displayed. On the old-timey scope, once the signal is traced, it's gone. But with this, you can save it, you can output it to a computer. There's even a little USB port here. You can take it to a printer. There's lots of things that you can do with this, including the ability to do math. You can, for example, measure the frequency directly. If there's multiple frequencies, you can get an entire spectrum of all the frequencies that are present in your waveform, which is very useful if you're looking at acoustic signals, for example. So basically, no one uses the old-timey ones anymore, except me for a demonstration, because this is just so much more sophisticated. Now, one of the things that you can see that's really nice about this, I plug this in, well, there we go. It automatically scales. With this guy, if I plug it in, the signal might be really, really low, so you can't see it. It might be off the scale, blowing things up. But here, it automatically adjusts it to fit the screen, and that makes it a very nice feature indeed. So again, I can adjust the amplitude per division. I can adjust the time per division, and make these measurements. Now, in both of these oscilloscopes, we have this grid. And you've seen me do it a few times. What I'm doing is I'm just counting over. I've got a scale here that tells me I've got 2 volts per division on the vertical axis. And here it tells me that on the horizontal axis, I've got 500 microseconds per division. And so I can just count over, and that tells me how much time has passed from one place to the other. And that's it.